Hi everyone, welcome to another vlog. So, I basically have a few books in March that I need to get through on my TBR so that next month I can sort of read some books that I really want to get to. So, at the moment, it is, 13th of March, so I'm sort of halfway through March, so I've got a bit of time. I'm currently reading Court by Harlan Coben, and this is okay. It's not my favourite. I feel like I'm interested in what's happening, I'm interested in what's going on, but there's just so many characters in this book, and half the characters I'm not entirely sure who they all are or what their relation to the cases and stuff. Like some of them, I know the main characters obviously and the main kind of like suspects and stuff like that, but yeah, it's basically a mystery. I can't really explain the plot because there's quite a lot going on. It's basically some sort of mystery and they're trying to find out who did it. Olive. And I'm currently on page 240, so I'm about this far through, so I'm over halfway, which is good, but it's just feel like it's taken me so long to get through, and there's like nearly 400 pages, so I want to get this done within the next few days. It's just I'm not like wanting to pick this up too much. Like I'm interested while I'm reading it, but I'm not intrigued enough to like actually want to pick it up, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm currently reading. And then left on my TBR for this month is Passengers by John Mars, which is on my Kindle. I've got Caraval by Stephanie Garber, Bride by Ali Hazelwood, and then Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare, which is this big chunky one, which is like over 800 pages long, so that's fun. So basically I wanted to get through these ones as quick as possible so that I've got enough time to at least start this in March. I mean, I'm doubtful that I'm going to finish it all because it's just so big. So anyway, I'm going to try and get through these as quick as possible. So I want to get this done. So hopefully within the next like 2 to 3 days, this book will be done and then I can move on to something else because I just want this done now. I'm just not in the mood with this, really. So anyway, I will keep you updated throughout this vlog and hopefully I will get all these books done during March because that is the goal. It is now a few days later and I've actually finished Court by Harlan Coben a couple days ago, and I was really pleased when this was done, to be honest. Like it was not a bad story and I can understand like he is a good mystery writer, but there was just so many characters who I wasn't really sure who they were. There was just lots and lots of characters, and yeah, quite a few of them I wasn't sure who they were, so I just got a bit confused at times. And I think I would probably enjoy this more as a TV series rather than the book, but it wasn't bad. I was still intrigued to know how it ended, but it just wasn't my favourite, so I gave this one 3 stars. That one is done off my TBR now. And then I've been reading on my Kindle. I've been listening to the audiobook at the same time because the audiobook for this is actually really good, and it's Passengers by John Mars. And yeah, the audiobook's really good because it's got like news articles at the beginning of every chapter, and the news articles, there's like the like or whatever, like before like the news thing starts or whatever, so it just kind of, it's really immersive, and also each character has like a different voice actor doing their voice for each of their chapters, so it's just really good. And yeah, I'm enjoying the audiobook, but I also kind of like reading it physically at the same time so I can kind of take it all in a little bit more. This book's about like a future where there's like loads of cars are all self-driving, so you just get in the car, put where you want to go, and it'll just take you where you want to go. And there's this hacker that like takes over quite a few of the cars, and in each of the cars that he's taken over, he's programmed a few cars that he's taken over. I think there was about 8 in total, and they're all going to collide in about 2.5 hours time, so they will be dead. And he broadcasts it to all these people, it goes viral all over the news, like social media, everything, and he's getting people, the public and that, to vote on which person they would want to save. So in one of the cars there's a woman who's pregnant, another car there's like an elderly actress, she's really famous, and then another one there's a guy who's homeless, and so on, things like that. And all of the people that he has trapped in these cars to end up colliding, they've all got secrets as well, so he's slowly revealing their secrets as well. So it is really, really good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm currently 57% of the way through, so this afternoon I've basically got a whole afternoon of nothing, so I think I'm gonna have like a reading afternoon, like really cozy, and I'm really cold actually, so I'm gonna curl up underneath my blanket all nice and warm and just read all afternoon pretty much. So I think I'm gonna read this for a little bit longer, and then when I feel like switching it up, I think I'm going to start Bride by Ali Hazelwood, because I've been really wanting to read this recently, because it's a mixture between like paranormal kind of things like vampires, werewolves and romance, so I feel like it would be something that I really, really love. But I've heard kind of mixed reviews on this so far, but anyway, I'll form my own opinion. So for now I'm going to continue with Passengers for a little bit, listen to the audiobook and read maybe for like a couple hours or something, and then I might switch on to read Bride. Look at these two babies. Just disturbed them because I had to move because I am going to have a shower, I think. I've been reading for nearly 2 hours and I'm now on 77%. Yeah, this is really good, but I hope that our future is not like this, because there's these self-driving cars and they have like a smart windscreen, so they're not like normal cars in the sense that they've got like a smart windscreen, so you can put like TV or whatever, something you want to watch or whatever on the TV screen. You can put your social media on there, like all that kind of thing. It's just a bit much. You can also have smart contact lenses that you can put in and they can show you like extra stuff. It's just like, yeah, I don't want my life to be like that. I mean, it wouldn't happen in my lifetime, I doubt it, but in the future you never know, but I kind of hope not. And also these like self-driving cars, they're made of like weaker material because they don't crash as often as like a normal like cars we use that people drive do. So if a self-driving car crashes, the person's actually pretty likely to die because the cars aren't made out of like a strong material. But anyway, this book is now kind of reaching the climax, I think. Like, I think loads of stuff is about to happen right now. So anyway, I thought it would be a good chance to stop. I'm gonna have a shower now because it's nearly 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna have a shower, freshen up and then get cozy again under my blanket. So I've just showered, I'm in my dressing gown and my pyjamas because why not? I know it's like 5 o'clock now, but still, who cares if it's too early to put your pyjamas on? Who cares, it's Sunday. I ended up listening to a little bit more of Passengers and reading it while I did a face mask when I had a shower and stuff. I kind of had a little bit of a pamper session in the end. So I've only got 1 hour 20 minutes left of the audiobook, so I think I'm gonna put my headphones in now, listen to the rest of the audiobook and do some colouring. It sounds childish, but it's like a colour by numbers book, but it's actually more complicated than like a normal one. It's really, really tiny details and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to be just doing that while I listen to the rest of the audiobooks. I feel like I might as well just get it done now, and I am enjoying it as well. While I'm in the story, might as well. So yeah, and then I'll have dinner and then I might start Bride after dinner at some point. Hello again. So again, another big break since I last filmed because I have not been in a reading mood. But anyway, on the last day that I was filming last time before, well, the camera's really like wonky, I'm sorry about that, but cats in the background as usual. But yeah, I did finish Passengers. I listened to the rest of our audio and I did actually really enjoy it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars in the end, and this book definitely had really Black Mirror vibes. Like, it just reminded me of the TV show Black Mirror. It'd be something that would be on that TV show. I would say the kind of final 10 to 15% of it did kind of lose me a little bit. I enjoyed like the main event of it, and then at the end there was kind of just where there was after the twist, basically there was just a bit of closure and some other stuff that went on. But I feel like for the main plot of it, I did really enjoy it. It was just the last little bit that lost my interest a little bit, but I did enjoy that one. It was good if you really want something different, a very unique concept. Since then, I have also started Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I have only read about 50 pages of this so far. So since Sunday, I've literally read 50 pages. That's all I've read because I've been kind of focusing on other hobbies. I've just been in the mood for like other things at the moment. I'm on, yeah, page 52 and I am enjoying this so far. I'm hoping to kind of read maybe 50 pages today and then 100, because it's Friday today. I forgot to say, it's Friday. So I'm hoping to read sort of about 50 pages of it today, and then over the weekend maybe read like 100 pages a day just to kind of get through this, because I've only got 1 week left till the end of the month and I really need to get through some of the other things on my TBR. So I've got like a Caraval that I want to get to next, so I do want to get on with this. This is basically about a vampire and a werewolf, and they're forced to kind of marry each other to create some sort of peace between the two species, between the vampires and the werewolves, and obviously they don't like each other. Vampires and werewolves don't like each other, so I'm guessing it's sort of going to be some sort of enemies to lovers romance. But this book, like, the vampires and werewolves in this book are very different to vampires and werewolves in other books that I've read, so it is interesting to read. I've not really much to say about it so far because I've only read 50 pages and this book's like nearly 400 pages long. But anyway, I'm enjoying it so far, so I'm hoping to read some more later, and then I can give you an update either later or tomorrow, depending if I have time to film anything later. Now late Saturday evening the next day, and I ended up reading a little bit, but today I've just been so tired. I didn't sleep at all last night, so I'm only on page 131 at the moment, and I'm enjoying it, but I just feel like the main girl character, she's trying to like make everything a joke. She doesn't take likes the little tassel. She's trying to make everything a joke. She doesn't seem to be taking anything seriously. Yeah, she just keeps making like sarcastic little jokes and everything. Even her inner monologue is all like little sarcastic jokes and comments and nothing like super serious. So I'm not really a huge fan of the main girl character. I'm gonna hopefully read I want to read to at least page 200 tomorrow. I did want to get more reading done this weekend, but I've been so tired today that I started reading and I just ended up having to have a nap because I was just so tired. So I'm not going to read anything this evening because I probably won't be able to keep my eyes open, even though I feel wide awake right now. But anyway, I just want to do other things. But yeah, hopefully I'll get to read some more tomorrow because I just want to kind of get through this, to be honest. Again, it's been a few days since I last updated you, and I'm currently on page 167. I think I've only read a couple chapters since I last updated you, and I'm working from home today. I'm going to be doing some painting and stuff this afternoon, so I think I'm going to put the audiobook on my Spotify because I've got a few hours. Oof, Olive, you've seen the tassel. But yeah, I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook this afternoon and try and get through some of this because it's now Wednesday. It's now Wednesday the 27th of March, so I've literally got a few days left to the end of the month, so I'm definitely not going to get through any more of my TBR really this month. I think I'll just be basically just finishing this one, but I feel like just nothing's really happening in this book. It's just dragging. Feels like nothing's happening pretty much. There was one thing that happened that was a bit weird that I read, and like yesterday I think it was, is where the main male character, who's the werewolf, was like scent marking the female male character, which is the vampire, and he was like having to lick her neck and all this weird stuff. It was just very, very weird. Didn't really know what was going on with that. It just seemed a little bit sexual, but it wasn't, and it was just a bit weird. Yeah, I'm not loving this, if I'm honest with you. I did have a lot higher expectations. I feel like I love Ali Hazelwood's writing and everything, but I just feel like the plot is not the best. It's like taking a long time for anything to happen. So I don't know. I hope it picks up as the book goes on. But yeah, I'm going to listen to some of the audiobook after lunch today, and hopefully I will get through quite a chunk of it. I'm just about to get on with some painting here on my desk. So what I'm going to do, I've got the audiobook up on Spotify. I think I've only got like 1 hour left maybe of my Spotify like audiobook listening time, and then I'll have to wait I think a few days until it renews, so I'll have to finish the rest physically, but it's fine. At least I can get a little bit done via audio while I'm working today. So let's see how this goes. I was literally reading for half an hour and it said I'm out of Spotify reading time. I was hoping to get way more done than that. So yeah, later on this evening I'll just have to continue reading it physically instead of via audio, which is annoying because it's just gonna take me ages. Oh, I don't want to. I'm just not like invested in it really. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to just read some later instead of listening to it while I'm working, which sucks because it's going to get like 2 things done at the same time. But never mind. Anyway, I'll continue reading later then. Hi everyone, it is a couple of days later and I have my Spotify hours back. I've actually managed to read quite a bit, so I've not got very much left. yeah, I've only got about that much left, so I'm getting through it now. And I'm actually quite enjoying it at the moment. Like, I'm enjoying it a lot more than I was, so it has picked up. More's happened, and yeah, I'm just enjoying it a lot more now. So I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook. I've just finished last night this Harry Potter jigsaw, which took me ages. I've been doing it for like 2 months on and off, and I'm actually going to do something very different in contrast. I'm going to start this 500 piece Animal Crossing jigsaw. Yes, I am nearly 27 years old, but I love it, it's cute. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm going to put my audiobook on and listen to it while I do some of this. I've actually finished Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I need to take my bookmark out. Just take my bookmark out. I am done. I think I'm going to settle on a 3.5 stars for this book because I did enjoy it more as it went on, but it just wasn't my favourite, and I feel like the kind of sexual scenes were very interesting. I'm not really sure how I feel about those. And there were certain things which were the way they were worded in the book just gave me the ick. I've written down one in the notes on my phone, and it was I think she was like feeding from him. Blood, obviously, she's a vampire. And it says, "I let go of his vein with a wet pop." Ugh. Why describe things like that? That's so disgusting. It doesn't make it sound very appealing or anything, so yeah, not a huge fan of that. But it was very slow to start with, but I did like it more as it got further on. 3.5 stars, it was okay. It wasn't my favourite, but would still recommend it if you want kind of a paranormal romance and if you like Ali Hazelwood's writing in general. So I'm going to wrap the video up here because although it's not quite the end of the month, I've got like 2 or 3 days left to the end of the month, but I'm not going to finish a book in that time because I've got work and I'm going out tomorrow and stuff, so I won't be able to get a huge amount more done. I won't finish anything else, but yeah, I didn't get through my entire TBR. I still had Queen of Air and Darkness to read and Caraval, and yeah, there's just no way I'm going to get to those, so bit of a fail, but I did get through a few of them, so I'm quite pleased with that. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. I upload every single Sunday when I can, which is most Sundays, but occasionally there's the odd one or two where I'm busy, but yeah, I try and upload every Sunday, so hopefully I will see you next Sunday. Thanks for watching, bye!